What's up, MetaNerdz? This video is all about the Self-Propelled Medium Artillery Walker that was used by the Galactic Empire. It was manufactured by Rothana Heavy Engineering, the same company that made its predecessor, the Self-Propelled Heavy Artillery Walker that was used by the Republic during the Clone Wars. Its cost was unknown, but it was 1/7 the length of the SPHA, at only 20 meters or 66 feet, about a Wookiee shorter than an ATTE, versus the 140 meters or 459 feet of the SPHA, about twice the length of the Y-85 Titan dropship. At a height of 15 meters or 49 feet, it was almost twice the height of an ATST, and when this turbolaser was extended, it could be as tall as 30 meters or 98 feet, about the height of 5 LAAT gunships. And at 10 meters or 33 feet across, it was as wide as 3 huts. Its armament included 12 anti-personnel blaster cannons, which stuck out from all around the sides of this vehicle, and this main gun was a heavy turbolaser cannon with variable trajectory, allowing it to drop plasma rounds on its enemies, as opposed to just firing in a straight beam, like its predecessor. That was a big problem during the Clone Wars, with clone commanders needing a direct line of sight in order to hit them with the heavy turbolaser cannon. But of course, this also meant that the enemy had a direct line of sight when they wanted to strike back. The Empire combined this ability with newer materials that allowed it to be lighter and quicker, and though the exact speed is unknown, it must have been faster than the SPHA, which only had a top speed of 35 kilometers per hour or 22 miles per hour, meaning it would have a hard time getting a ticket in a school zone. This was also in line with the Empire's different needs, no longer fighting a galaxy-wide war, but instead a war of peacekeeping against rebel forces that could pop up at any time and on any planet. And so this artillery platform could hold down a city at a much cheaper cost than dedicating a whole SPHA to a single area, while also being quicker and easier to transport than its massive predecessor, which was delivered to the battlefield via the Accumulator-class Assault Ship. The only real drawbacks to this walker was the fact that with this reduced weight came a weaker hull overall, leading the Empire to advise their commanders to always deploy the SPMA with an escort, usually in the form of TIE Maulers and/or ATSTs, which could take out the rebel tanks and infantry that might have anti-tank weapons that might easily destroy or disable the SPMA. And in order for this artillery to be accurate, it required the target area to be painted by a laser designator, a similar technology to that which is used by different militaries here on Earth. The Self-Propelled Medium Artillery saw use throughout the Galactic Civil War, where one of the most effective tactics was to line them up and have them fire over obstacles or defenses, raining down death on the fragile rebel soldiers and rebel-sympathizing civilian populations. Despite its successes, it doesn't seem like the New Republic continued production of this vehicle, and after the Battle of Endor, the Imperial remnant just held on to the ones that they had, and new contracts weren't negotiated with Rothana Heavy Engineering. So that's it for the SPMA, and the only cool behind the scenes fact is that it was first introduced in the video game Star Wars Empire at War. But that's it for the Self-Propelled Medium Artillery. But more important than all that, remember, those Imperial walkers don't need to go through the forest if they can just rain down fire from above, and the Force will be with you, always.